friends, this video is about some upgrades of Thor's Hammer, this pipe, and quantum tobacco. So let's get into it. As you see, the light is fading, so candles and other light, but I put this gold badge lapel, actually it was Thor's hammer with the Nordic knot in the front of the pipe. Use the pin of the lapel and a bit of eraldite, and all worked perfect. And since I did that, strange things have started to happen with Thor's hammer. We'll get into that. Now, in the last video, my dear friend Tree, he reminded me that you should have runes, the old carvings of letters in old Nordic language, and I thought that's absolutely right, so I'll do that. So I did a bit of research. This doesn't really work well with quantum tobacco. That's what I'm smoking right now. The only thing that really works on quantum tobacco is a phaser. So let's see if it works. There you go. Glowing nicely. Just 1/10,000th power, of course. Otherwise I wouldn't have a hand or anything left. So there's two sets of alphabet. So there's the elder Futhark and the younger Futhark, and I took the elder Futhark, which is basically the alphabet, and explains actually the nuance of every letter and phonetic what they were pronounced as. Quite different to modern language, but the elder Futhark was similar to the Celtic and Anglo-Saxons first language, written in stone because they didn't have paper, anything like that. So I carved on the bottom of pipe like this. And after that, strange things happened. For example, all kinds of odd things. I was hearing things, and there were kind of I don't know, all kinds of apparitions and things like that, going on. And the pipe was sometimes levitating, and it was also glowing like this. It's kind of weird. Those are the runes, and I spelled out Thor's hammer, so it's interesting things going on, Let's give it another charge, shall we? There we go. So far so good, Oh, you may notice my attire. I thought was appropriate for this particular video. So hopefully the neighbours will not see me, you know, we'll see. That's why I'm in the cellar, you know. So I wanted a special tobacco to use in the in Thor's Hammer, and you know, we pipe smoking people adjust our tobacco with hydration or drying it, and sometimes a tincture of filler or flavourings, and we shake it up and dry it. But it's all on the molecular level, isn't it? And I wanted to move to the subatomic level to modify this tobacco. I got some of this Thor's tobacco, a little sample, and thought that's appropriate. And how would I treat it, you know, to change the subatomic level? And I realized I've the perfect solution, and here it is. So I borrowed the singularity drive from the TARDIS. I brought it in my laboratory, and I'm going to make some quantum tobacco. How enraged and furious the singularity is, being imprisoned and captured by the crystal dilithium sphere. It can still emit Hawking radiation, and that is what I'm going to expose the tobacco and see if I can make quantum tobacco. Yes, the power is going in the tobacco. The power is draining in the tobacco. Yes, look how it glows. The Hawking radiation. It's magnificent and beautiful. See how it glows. The energy is in the tobacco now. Quantum tobacco in Thor's Hammer. Will it end well? Let's see. So that's what I did, and my little sample is over here, and it's still glowing. There it is. Enough for a couple of pipes, you know. Now, some of you would say, well, Hawking radiation, why can that change the flavour of tobacco? And there are two wiki links below, one about Hawking radiation, and when you started you can't stop reading and all the connections and references, but basically Hawking radiation is mainly 4 neutrinos, and you will not believe what I'm about to say. One is a neutral neutrino, and the other 3 neutrinos have flavors. I kid you not. The link is below, and it's Wikipedia, and the title is Flavored Neutrinos. Well, actually, nutraceuticals are foodstuffs, and so neutrinos could, you know, little flavor packets, couldn't they? So I thought that's perfect to evaporate from the horizontal event of the black hole, and it will infuse the tobacco, which it did, and smoking it now. One of those neutrinos is a bit chocolate. The other one is vanilla, I think. And the third neutrino is something like honey. So it's absolutely delicious. So your big question is, okay, quantum tobacco, what does it do to you? Because it's not only flavors, and it must do something interdimensional, mustn't it, you know? We offered Chris Hemsworth this part, but he doesn't smoke a pipe, so what can you do, you know?
You have summoned Odin, my son. Long have we awaited you. Now it is time to come to Valhalla. Come, Thor. Come.
No, you've got it wrong. I'm not Thor. I'm not even Chris Hemsworth. You made a mistake. I don't want to go.
I want to stay, 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 stay.